Namaste. In Sanskrit, the word money means gem or jewel. The word pur means city. Therefore, the word Manipur means the city of jewels. It is so called because of the intensity of the pranic energy at this center. The physical location for the Manipura Chakra is in the middle of the spine, directly behind the navel. And Manipur Kshetram, or the trigger point, in the front of the body, is exactly at the navel. The Manipur Chakra is the center of prana within the human framework. It is often called the Sun Chakra, as it radiates and distributes pranic energy and life force throughout the entire body-mind complex. It is also compared to a blazing fire, as it burns up and assimilates the energy in food. Once consciousness is established in Manipur, it is a confirmed awakening, and there's no danger of downfall. At the level of Muladhara or Swadhisthana, consciousness is liable to recede. Manipur is the center of self-assertion. One becomes dynamic and energetic and tends to dominate situations and other people. This is expressed in the predominant motive of gaining wealth and a great deal of respect. It is at this level that people seriously begin to question their attitude towards life and their place in the scheme of things. The element of Manipur is fire, Agni Tattva, and it is closely related to the sense of sight, the eyes, and movement in terms of feet and mobility. Manipur is a very important center as far as the awakening of Kundalini Shakti is concerned. It is the center of dynamism, energy, willpower, and achievement, and is often compared to the dazzling heat and power of the sun, without which life on earth would not exist. In the same way that the sun continually radiates energy to the planets, Manipur Chakra radiates and distributes pranic energy throughout the entire human framework, regulating and energizing the various activities of organs, systems, and processes of life. When deficient, it is more like the glowing embers of a dying fire rather than a powerful, intense blaze. In this state, the individual is rendered lifeless, vitality deficient, and devoid of energy. He'll be hindered by poor health, depression, and lack of motivation or commitment in life. Therefore, the awakening of Manipur is an important precedent, not only for the sadhaka, but for anyone who wishes to enjoy life more fully. The tanmatra of Manipur is sight. The jnanendriya, or organ of knowledge, is the eyes. And the karma endriya, or organ of action, is the feet. These two organs are closely linked in the sense that vision and willful action are interdependent. Manipur belongs to the Swahaloka, the heavenly plane of existence. This is the last of the mortal planes. Its guna is predominantly rajas, activity, intensity, acquisitiveness, whereas the lower chakras are predominantly tamasic, lethargic, and negative. The tattva of Manipur is Agni, the fire element, which is very important in Kundalini Yoga. Its Vayu, or energy type, is Samana, which digests and distributes the essence of food to the entire system. Manipur and Swadhisthana chakras are the seat of the Pranamaya Kosha, the energy body. In the yogic scriptures, it is said that the moon at Bindu, the top back of the head, secretes nectar which falls down to Manipur and is consumed by the sun there. This results in the ongoing process of degeneration, which leads to old age, disease, and death. This process can be reversed in the human body by adopting certain yoga practices which send the pranic forces in Manipur back up to Bindu. Otherwise, the vitality is quickly dissipated and lost in the mundane affairs of life. It is said that meditation on Manipura Chakra leads to the knowledge of the entire physical system. When this center is purified and awakened, the body becomes disease-free and luminous, and the yogi's consciousness does not fall back into the lower states. According to the Buddhist tradition and many of the tantric texts, the actual awakening of Kundalini takes place from the Manipur and not from the Muladhara. In some tantric traditions, Muladhara and Swadhisthana are not referred to at all, as these two centers are believed to belong to the higher realms of animal life, whereas from Manipur onwards, higher man predominates. So Muladhara is the seat of Kundalini, Swadhisthana is the abode, and the awakening takes place in Manipur. This is because from Manipur, the awakening becomes ongoing, and there is practically no danger of a downfall or devolution of consciousness. Up to this point, Kundalini may awaken and arise many times, only to recede again. But awakening of Manipur is what we called a confirmed awakening. To stabilize the awareness in Manipur and sustain the awakening there is not easy. The sadhaka must be very earnest and persevering in his effort to bring about further awakenings. Swami Satyananda says, I have found that in sincere sadhaks, Kundalini is mostly in Manipur. If you are exposed to spiritual life, practice yoga, have a keen desire to find a guru and to pursue a higher life, side by side with the work you are doing, it means Kundalini is not in Muladhara. It is in Manipur or one of the higher centers. In Tantra, there is an important branch known as Swara Yoga, the science of breath, which is used to bring about the awakening of Kundalini. According to this system, all the pranas in the body are classified into 5 dimensions. They are prana, apana, vyana, udana, and samana. At the navel region, there is an important junction where 2 of these vital forces, prana and apana, meet. The prana moves upwards and downwards between the navel and the throat, and the apana moves up and down between the perineum and the navel. These 2 movements are normally coupled together, like 2 railway carriages, so that with the inspiration, with breathing in, prana is experienced moving up from the navel to the throat, while apana is simultaneously moving up to the navel from the Muladhara. Then, with exhalation, prana descends from the throat to the navel, and apana descends from the navel down to Muladhara. In this way, prana and apana are continually functioning together and changing with the direction of the flow of the inhaled and exhaled breath. This movement can be readily experienced through relaxed breath awareness in the psychic passages between the perineal region, the navel and the throat centers in the front of the body. By gaining control through particular kriyas or practices, the apana is separated from prana and its flow is reversed to bring about the awakening of the chakra. Whereas apana normally descends from Manipur during exhalation, the flow is reversed so that prana and apana both enter the navel center, the Manipur, simultaneously from above and below and are joined. This creates a minor explosion. This is the union of prana and apana. It is said that when Kundalini wakes up in Muladhara, it begins to ascend spirally like a hissing snake. However, the awakening of Kundalini in Manipur takes place like a blast as the prana, the redirected apana, meet in the navel center. It is like two great forces colliding with each other and then fusing together at this pranic junction, Manipur Kshetram. As they fuse together, they create heat and energy or force, which is conducted directly back from the navel to the Manipura Chakra in the spinal cord. It is this force that awakens the Manipura Chakra. The force of sadhana has caused a total reorganization of the pranic flow in the body, so that Muladhara is transcended and the new base of Kundalini is Manipura Chakra. Manipura in perspective. Human evolution takes place through 7 planes in the same way that Kundalini awakens in the 7 chakras. When the consciousness evolves to Manipur, the sadhak acquires a spiritual perspective. He or she gets a glimpse of the higher lokas or planes of existence. From Muladhara and Swadhisthana, the higher planes cannot be seen. Therefore, the limitations of perception in the lower planes are responsible for the misuse of siddhis or powers which begin to manifest there. Only when the sadhak reaches Manipur is he or she able to visualize the infinite state of consciousness, which is no longer gross and empirical. It stretches before them endlessly, full of beauty, truth, and auspiciousness. In the face of this vision, all views are completely changed. The personal prejudices, complexes, and biases drop away as the endless beauty and perfection of the higher worlds dawn within the consciousness. As long as the evolution is in the planes of Muladhara and Swadhisthana, one has mental and emotional problems and sees the world correspondingly. But as soon as one transcends these planes and goes to Manipur, all is bliss. Noble views, perfect ideas, and greater possibilities of human consciousness are seen. Then, naturally, whatever one thinks and does will be influenced by this higher vision. This is why the psychic powers that come to the sadhak after having awakened and established the Kundalini in Manipur are really benevolent and compassionate, whereas those which manifest in Muladhara and Swadhisthana are still tinged by the dark aspect of the lower mind. The powers gained through the awakening of Manipura Chakra are the ability to create and destroy, self-defense, the acquisition of hidden treasures, no fear of fire, knowledge of one's own body, freedom from disease, and the ability to withdraw the energy to Sahasrara.